Yo, what it is, man? What it is, y'all niggas? Ugly ass niggas. Back with another video, back with another reaction. I know how that shit go. Like, sub, all that good shit. Let's get straight into it. Now. As y'all all know, y'all homeboy done got arrested. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't gonna say too much on that. We already knew he did it. I ain't gonna say that. I don't want no niggas coming after me. But my boy Diddy has been arrested. It's tough, my nigga. Know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into this in a sentence. I know in
Google AI helps you find your best customers by optimizing your campaigns in real time.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
When Combs did,
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Now, I don't know a lot about Diddy. I did my little research, got into my lore bag with this nigga, bro. He's crazy from what we can see. Now, what people say, from what niggas can see, now my boy is crazy. But technically doesn't really mean he's guilty. You feel me? Only thing he really guilty for is beating up his ex, Cassie. I ain't gonna lie, after that, everything else is pretty much on the table, you feel me? But the thing with Cassie, I ain't gonna lie, my nigga beat her, no doubt. I don't remember that nigga name from the Ravens, but he pulled it out one. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let's get into this video. Diddy facing life in prison after the freakiest federal takedown in hip-hop history, whatever.
didn't get his way, he was violent.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's gonna fight this to the end. He's innocent. We knew this was coming. His spirits are good. He's confident. He's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges.
Damn, Diddy. Back at it again with the free shit. On Monday, September 16th, 2024, the feds made their move, taking Sean Diddy Combs into federal custody inside the lobby of a Manhattan hotel. His arrest would come 10 months after multiple allegations of free nasty abuse. Cassie would be the first to file a lawsuit accusing Diddy of savage beatings, rape, drugs, the list goes on. Well, the very next day after the lawsuit went viral, Diddy, Diddy's lawyer, and Cassie settled the lawsuit with the terms to be kept confidential. The speed of how fast the lawsuit ended pretty much answered everyone's question as to did he do it. In the following months, both women and a man would come forward with more deviant allegations. Homeland Security would strike, conducting early morning raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions. Following the raids, a video of Cassie being assaulted by Diddy would take the internet by storm as the lawsuit...
I ain't gonna lie, ain't no lawyer in the fucking world can get you off a case like that. My boy's cooked off that one. Now, an aggravated assault charge, aggravated battery charge, he might not, if it was just that charge, he probably would have got off scot-free. Probably pay some fines, maybe probation, maybe, if it's his first offense, maybe. But, you know what I'm saying, I know how this shit get for Diddy, it's a little bit more complex.
Alleged Diddy paid $50,000 at the time to make the video disappear. Howard University would revoke Diddy's honorary degree and terminate the scholarship program in his name, and the mayor of New York City would also request the key to the city be returned. It would appear Diddy knew what was coming.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all boys, what the fuck? Hold on, but you telling me, twin, nigga got a key to the city, I gotta get a key back? Like I just lost my fucking house because I couldn't pay my mortgage? Yo, hey, yo. Wildin', bro. I ain't gonna lie, chat, what the fuck does the key to the city even do? Like real shit, what does that shit even do? What does that do? Does that open some shit we don't know? We don't know about?
As he traveled back to New York City, checking into a hotel on September 5th in anticipation of the indictment. Just 30 minutes before the feds took him into custody, Diddy could be seen laughing and mingling with fans in Central Park. At one point, he'd even meet with his lawyer on a park bench. It would appear Diddy was taking it all in. Pause. As he knew this may be the last time he sees the city he ran for the last 30 years. The unsealed indictment would reveal Diddy has been hit with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Can you imagine you built since the 90s or the late 80s? Correct me if I'm wrong. Since the late 80s or the 90s, you built yourself an empire, a whole empire, just for that shit to start crumbling down. My nigga, that's just like the Big Me story, bro. You built yourself an empire. You did. I don't lie. They did they dog shit. They did, but they mainly was on business. They built themselves an empire, made they bread, just for it to all come down like, for it to come down like this. That's crazy. And I'm not gonna lie. To me, I don't know. We're gonna get into it more. But to me, it seems like him and that Cassie video is what really started all of this. Because from that probably led up to the lawsuit. And then the lawsuit, after that, the settlement. That's when probably other people started seeing that and be like, okay, maybe this nigga's a fucking free bag. Maybe this nigga's a free bag. And so that's when that shit started coming in. Feds started investigating. And you know, from that point, when feds pick you up, GG's, my nigga.
The feds will allege that for decades, Diddy abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so,
fuck!
Hey Meta, take a photo.
No Meta. Skip the fucking ad, gang.
Diddy relied on his employees, resources, and influence of the business empire he controlled, creating a criminal enterprise that engaged in or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. In other words, Diddy used his power to get his freak on. Diddy engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of this abuse, Diddy manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated, freaky activity with male sex workers. At times, Diddy or those working for him would fly out women and sex workers to his location. He'd make sure they were willing to participate by supplying them drugs, controlling their careers, using financial support, and threatening to cut them off financially while using intimidation and lastly violence.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This man was Slick Rick. This man is Hugh Hefner, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this nigga Diddy's really like that. When you really think this shit through, even though he's a shitty nigga, his ass really like that. I ain't gonna catch y'all boys. Like, his ass really like that. I'm not gonna lie. This nigga's crazy. When you really look through and you see, bro, like, this nigga crazy, twin.
Physical abuse by Diddy was recurrent and widely known. Since 2009, he'd assault women by striking, punching, dragging, kicking, and throwing things. These assaults were at times witnessed by other people, including in 2016 when he kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at Cassie before trying to bribe the hotel workers to remain silent. Diddy would even use his employees to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and freak nasty behavior. Members of the Diddy enterprise were well involved in his dirty work and worked together to preserve, protect.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, as bad and big as this nigga is, I'm surprised, and I don't know, I'm surprised he didn't have no cops on his payroll. I'm pretty sure he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say too much. Cause this nigga might try to come get me, my nigga. He might try to come grab me. I ain't do shit. I ain't grease nothing. I ain't do nothing to you, gang. I ain't take none of your bread. You might as well send me a couple racks though. Your ass don't need it. Where you going?
Promote
you might as well send me that.
And enhance the power, reputation, and brand that is Sean Diddy Combs. See, Diddy's disciples wielded enough power and prestige to lure women into Diddy's orbit, often under the false pretense of a romantic relationship. These women were then forced or coerced into engaging in acts with male sex workers and what Diddy referred to as freak-offs. These freak-offs were elaborate and produced performances that Diddy arranged and directed while electronically recording and pleasuring himself. Domestic and international flights would be provided, and these freak-offs would occur regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days and involving multiple people. Diddy distributed a variety of drugs to keep his victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Diddy kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in such acts with sex workers, and when the freak-offs were done, Diddy would provide IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Diddy's disciples would often book hotel rooms, stocking them in advance.
IVs. He's giving these niggas IVs after they done fucking. Like, what is you talk about, gang? He done gave these niggas IVs after they. What is you doing in a session? What are you doing in a session that long and that profuse that you need IV afterwards? My boy, what the fuck?
With the required freak-off supply list. The list would include drugs, baby oil, lubricant, extra sheets, and lighting. During the raids of Diddy's mansions, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including drugs, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and lube. They'd also seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with the face serial number.
I don't lie, so stop. We're not gonna just walk past that. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. No. Stop. 1,000 all. Oh no, I'm tripping. 1,000 bottles of baby oil, y'all. 1,000. You know how long it takes me to get through one bottle of baby oil? I think I've had this same bottle of baby oil that's in my room right now. I think I had that for almost a year and a half, gang. A bottle of baby oil. Come on.
One of which had a drum magazine. The feds are using serial these firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with the face serial numbers, one of which had a drum magazine.
The feds are using serial numbers, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. What's up, bro? What this nigga doing, gang? Like, what type of villain is this, man? Yo, I can't wait till other niggas react to this, because this don't make no goddamn sense. Bro, first off, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to chat. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm about to chat. First off, you know what you did, right? You know exactly what you did. 2, after the first case with Cassie, you settled that shit. You should have known from right there, gang. You should have known from right there that it was about time to start moving shit out the crib. Start keeping shit low at the crib. Your main crib. It's time to start keeping shit low, right? Not even after that, the settlement. My brother in arms. So that whole window frame, from the point you knew they was probably gonna come grab you after the settlement, after the other witnesses and shit started coming out, from the point they grabbed you and the starting point, why wasn't, you know what I'm saying, why are we keeping unmarked guns in the crib? Like, why ain't that shit in the stash house or something? And you nigga got bread, he got bread. So I ain't gonna lie, that's just crazy to me. And like, no way this nigga got, bro.
16 years worth of dirt to essentially bury Diddy inside of a federal prison, and in a desperate attempt, Diddy's defense team proposed to put him on home detention with a $50 million bond secured by his Miami mansion. But the feds would give 15 pages of reasons why the judge shouldn't allow it. The letter would highlight much of what the indictment states, including one freak-off in 2012, which Diddy had to pay $46,000 to cover the damages done to a New York penthouse. In 2011...
But A&P can't move into a penthouse. Noted. Diddy can go ahead and have his freak-offs pay $46,000 in damages. How do you damage a house that bad? I don't care how much the house is worth. How are you causing $46,000 in damages to a crib? How? It's not a car where you can easily crash something, hit something breaks, and you're paying mad bread for parts and shit. Like, no. How are you paying $46,000 for damages in a crib? What? That's not even yours, gang. How crazy was that shit? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I might just be clip farming this, But it's getting to a point I might have wanted to participate in them type of events, or at least be there to see them shits. I'm sorry. I know. Chill, Bob. Vibe. Listen. Hear me out. I had to be part of that shit, my nigga. Cause ain't no ways that much shit going on. I ain't gonna lie. What the fuck? Come on now.
Diddy and a conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint to facilitate breaking into and entering the residence of someone else. 2 weeks later, Diddy's disciples set fire to that person's car by slicing open the convertible top and dropping a Molotov cocktail inside the interior. Since 2008, allegations of Diddy's violence against women has been reported in the public media, but more recently, there has been an outpouring of allegations dating back to the 90s. The weapons recovered inside of Diddy's home are also a federal concern. While 6 legal weapons were found stored in safes, 3 AR-15s were found with defaced serial numbers, making them very illegal. A drum magazine loaded with 59 rounds of .223 ammo was found in his Los Angeles mansion, where high-capacity magazines are very illegal. To make a long story short, the feds said Diddy's dangerous, has a shitload of money, and is definitely a flight risk, so the judge denied his bail. As of now, Diddy resides in a not-so-luxury concrete cell within MDC Brooklyn, a federal facility that holds over 1,700 inmates of all calibers and has been home to many big names, from rappers like 6ix9ine to mob boss John Gotti. It can be expected that a ton of new information will keep coming out regarding this case, possibly more charges, and even more arrests. It's also likely that Diddy may have some information he's willing to share in order to secure his freedom. So while the industry has turned their backs on him, many may be sweating, knowing what they did and did.
As a disabled business owner,
I think
my time is
you gonna rat
mostly
anybody
spent
out.
writing
Even
emails
if you
and
rat people out,
before
like, you
Shop
will
of
have to rat out
Magic.
some
Probably took me
crazy shit.
30 minutes
Maybe
each
like
email.
a child
Diddy's
trafficking ring
darkness
operation. I don't lie, for Diddy to get out, bruh, scot free, my nigga, scot free, or at least get majority of his charges dropped, he'd have to give up some big shit, some big child trafficking ring, maybe some bigger human trafficking ring. Might have to give up the names to the niggas that was, you know what I'm saying, on Epstein Island. I ain't gonna lie to you, even though he was probably one of them, most likely one of them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta give out some big shit, Troy. No bad.
Is about to come to light.
We gonna see this shit, though.
Diddy, he's facing a minimum 15 years and up to life in federal prison.
I read.
Now I think it's safe to say we all
I thought
expect
this nigga was about to say max 15 years. I would say, yo, take the 15 years, kid.
that this would happen. We just didn't know when.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm sorry if you keep pausing the video, but if I do all that and the judge say maximum 15 years gang, shit gonna get real shiesty. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. 15 years maximum for all that.
The fact that he only has 3 counts is somewhat surprising. I thought it would have been more, because all the allegations against him are so crazy and in depth. But racketeering is pretty much bundling up everything into one charge. At the end of the day, he has 3 charges. He's facing 15 years minimum up to life. And the way the feds work is you're either gonna tell on somebody or you're gonna get fucked. Now, the type of case he has, anything sexual, when you get locked up, it's frowned upon to the point that you can be a target. But that's more so for people that aren't so rich and aren't so famous. I'm not sure how it would play out for him, because he has money to sway the crowd. But this is the thing.
Money to sway the crowd, and
they may also come for the money. They may come for his properties. They may come for everything. And if they're able to take away his means of defense and making things happen, they're taking away his power, which is going to reduce him from a music mogul to a famous person with not so much money. But what I think is going to happen, and what I know is going to come to light, is a lot more names, a lot more people, possibly more arrests, a lot of people falling back. And
damn, I think it's going to be that.
you know, Diddy has a lot of information on people. This shit's kind of similar to the Epstein shit when he was bringing people to the island, except Diddy was doing this shit over here. You're flying people through, you're recording them, you're giving them drugs, whatever. Now Diddy, his life is on the line, and we're gonna see how desperate he gets. We're gonna see how desperate other people get. We don't know how deep this is gonna go, and this is only the beginning. Guarantee it won't be the last video I make on it, as the updates are just gonna come rolling in. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I personally think Diddy's fucked. Jake knows this shit more than me. Obviously, this is what he do. You know, y'all know he know what he talk about. But personally, for me, I don't think Diddy gonna get to that point where he start bringing them names. But the way this nigga is, from what we see on the outside, we can see his personality is very serpent. You know what I'm saying? Very snaky. Not saying exactly that he a bad person or anything, but y'all see what I see. I ain't even gotta say too much. So do I think he gonna start snitching on people? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I mean, I don't know, man. He got money and shit. He might bribe niggas. We gonna see how this shit play out, man. Y'all know how these shit be, man. Sometimes it don't be fake. You don't be just in the movies. This should be real life. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see how it go. But y'all let me know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. All that shit, all that good shit in the comments type shit. You know what I'm saying? Sub like all that good shit, man. You know I fuck with y'all niggas forever. Sub like all that good shit again. I ain't gonna keep saying it because I ain't doing it. Nah, let me stop. Fuck with y'all boys. But nah, y'all boys check me out, man. You know what it is, gang. Don't love.